It's research facilities of Krakow Economic University, but we have to say that they are fantastic. So that's I strongly recommend doing probably the first week of your staying. We have like more than 500 broken windows at our university. And she told me about this program, because this program is not only like financial support, and this program is also emotional support. My name is Yevheniia Polishchuk, and I am Institute of International Education Scholar Rescue Fund Fellow at Krakow Economic University. And I came from Kyiv, from Ukraine. And my journey started in 2005. And then I entered and started my PhD scholarship at Kyiv National Economic University, named after Vadim Hetman. And my thesis on PhD were devoted to financial instruments for real estate market. And then my habilitation degree thesis were devoted to non-banking financial institutions. So that's my starting of career. Now I continue doing my research in fintech and in finance. And here at Krakow Economic University at Institute of Finance, I'm conducting a study related to financial inclusion of migrants. So this is about how migration, how displaced population has access to financial markets and also financial services. At the end of the story, we are going to develop also some solutions, fintech solutions, for migrants, which will facilitate and will increase this access to finance for them. Yes, of course. Usually I'm doing my research and projects together with my colleagues. And now colleagues are international already, especially I'm proud of several awards which we achieved together with my colleagues. And first was in 2015, that was a President Prize for Early Career Researchers, and it was for non-banking financial institutions in funding of innovation projects. The second was the prize of Ukrainian Parliament, Verkhovna Rada, for early career researchers as well, for the cycle of works devoted to displaced business, what we are doing also now. And the third, which is like the most, and this is individual award, this is that I am a Fulbright Scholar 2023-2024 at Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So my research program is funded by Institute of International Education Scholar Rescue Fund, which is also a main supporter of Fulbright Scholar as well. And I've got to know about this from my colleague from Jagiellonian University, whom I met before my Fulbright. So, and at the end of my Fulbright journey, I was thinking that I will come back to Ukraine because we were hoping all that the war will be ended. But you know how it is. I started to seek in some, let's say, grants for scholars at risk, because I'm considered as a scholar at risk. And we were talking together with my colleague Svetlana Chugayevska, who was a fellow of this program. And she told me about this program and this opportunity of this program. And the main particular of this program, that is not only support of my research, but also this is options for advancing my skills, and also for making visits to different conferences in different places. That is really important, because networking probably one of the most important things now in our world now. Yes, so that was a study visit in 2018 in frame of the program Innovation University, and we had a series of training during 2 weeks at Yevheniia University, and we really dive deeper into the culture also of Poland, Krakow, and that was really a fantastic experience. Then the war has started. We came to Krakow, and this became our, let's say, new home, current home. And Krakow Economic University is old partner of Kyiv National Economic University, my home Ukrainian university. And we knew about Krakow Economic University, and let's say, of course, there are different institutions, but what we are doing, this is very similar. And how I was accepted by Krakow Economic University, that was a real miracle, and you know, it was like a ray of light in such a weather like today. Yes, because it was also like rainy weather, and it was almost a year ago. I just looked through the website of Institute of Finance, and I saw that Professor Elżbieta Kubinska, who is also the director of Institute, she has the common interests in research. So therefore, I just came for office hour to her office, and I knocked her door. I told about myself. I told about my plans for the research, because I was already accepted by IIE SFR. And yeah, we started to cooperate. We started to dealing with all paper related to grant, and that was a mutual understanding with my mentor, Professor Elżbieta Kubinska, from the first day, I would say. And even today we will have a meeting, and we will have a meeting with students whom we are planned to involve in our study. Yeah, that was my story. Poland, my first visit to Poland was in 2018, and it was Krakow. And you know, this is the feeling. Then the city accepts you. Special vibe, good climate, well, and good people. To understand Krakow culture, I would recommend all foreign students, researchers, to visit Krakow Ethnic Museum. That's fantastic at Kazimierz, and you will see this story and how those traditions are strong, how rich on traditions and history this country is. So that's I strongly recommend doing probably the first week of your staying, to understand better Poland culture, Poland cuisine, Krakow, I don't know, Polish people. That's a fantastic place. Yeah. When I applied for IIESFR grant, that was quite a broad concept of my research, and talking to my colleagues, also observing the facilities, research facilities of Krakow Economic University, but we have to say that they are fantastic for doing economic research. I a little bit changed my research, and it is related already to digital identity and financial inclusion, because Poland shows the leadership in let's say, organizing migration populations movement, because according to the digital, let's say, world, they accepted Ukrainians at the same level as local people. My stay here is focused mostly on research, but of course I also try to be involved also in different activities of the institute and of the chair of the department, where I also, as a part of that department, I participated in Open Day, which was held in March this year, probably. Also, I try to participate in different conferences. I talk a lot with and discuss a lot with my colleagues from the Krakow Economic Universities, the particulars of, let's say, academic environment in Poland, in Krakow Economic University. Because doing research is one thing, but also you have to know more about this environment, where are you staying and what are you doing. Yeah, of course, and this was also with the Department of Risk Management and Insurance. This was Professor Tomasz Jedynak, Professor Maria Plonka, Professor Czupryna, of course with my mentor, Professor Elżbieta Kubinska. She's not only a good manager, but she's an excellent scholar, and many others, and beyond the Institute of Finance. This is also Center of Migration Studies at Krakow Economic University. By the way, my first let's say presentation was there also in March this year, and I talked about our project on displaced women entrepreneurs, Ukrainian women entrepreneurs, and their path of adaptation in European Union. It is already impacted, yes. So then we started, you know, we discussed with my mentor Elżbieta Kubinska what are the priorities within this grant, and what I would like to emphasize that beyond research, I have to do something for my, let's say, legal status here. And she recommended me to make a nostrification of my diploma, doctoral diploma degree, Ukrainian diploma degree. And I applied for nostrification at AGH and already received this certification that my Ukrainian diploma is equal to Polish doctoral habilitation degree. And I would like to express a real gratitude, because, you know, that's important, that then your mentor is not only guiding you here at the university through your research, but also help somehow with some, let's say, in my case, legal status, you know. So yeah, and I think that that was important step, not only being as a Krakow Economic University research fellow and part of Krakow Economic University, but also for development of my research career as a scientist in European Union in general. So, as I mentioned, that our universities, Kyiv National Economic University and Krakow Economic University, they are old partners, and their partnership built on something common. I would say that in actions they are very, very similar. But what I would emphasize that my university, home university, is in the country, the war is still going, and of course here at Krakow Economic University there is a lot of research facilities for doing economic studies. In Kyiv National Economic University, they are focusing, let's say, for fixing some consequences after rocket missiles. For example, this year we have 3 very heavy rocket missiles attacks, and one of them was so heavy that we have like more than 500 broken windows at our university, and unfortunately one of our students has died on the rubbish because of this missiles attack. So that's probably the most biggest differences. Well, you know, just like this, my Krakow Economic University journey is really a very pleasant journey. So, and it is, you know, very smooth, without any negative experience, only positive so far. So, and I hope that I will get more also about from cooperation with students in research, because usually in academic universities activities of students are mostly focused on teaching, but what we are trying to do, that's like to involve students into research and also to involve international students in the student research life. Well, this is a special program, IAE SFR, and this is especially for scholars at risk, not for all of scholars, and you have precisely described and prove your status that you are scholar at risk, and they have like a set of certain rules. Of course, you have to be honest then you're applying for this program, because this program is not only like financial support, and this program is also emotional support, and that gives you a feeling that your career is not breaking and you can continue your research and your scientific career in normal way, and you don't go to job market in other industries, or you don't go down with your career path, you know. And that's the main recommendation, like to be honest, and if you consider yourself like a scholar at risk, and you understand that probably for some of scholars the situation could be even worse, probably it's better to consider other programs, because the places of this program are really limited, and so I'm lucky, and at the same time I'm proud that I am a fellow of IAE's SFR Foundation fellow. What else I would also recommend, for me it's also important to keep connections with scholars of my home university, and that's very important in terms of staying in connection and also helping them doing their research, because as I told you that Krakow Economic University has very good research facilities and access to different databases that Kyiv National Economic doesn't have, because they direct their money for other things related to the war and energy crisis and etc. I'm not leaving yet, so I have still time. Yes. First of all, this is like communications with a local faculty is very important. Especially in my case, in Krakow Economic University, that was really successful, very professional, and very warm, I would say, and still keep going. So that's important, and again, this is probably as a recommendation for those who are going to apply, just to emphasize that you are open to communication, because this is like from this individual fellowships bigger project raised, because this individual interest, they are, let's say, the most the fundamentals of all bigger international cooperation projects. Well, it's important. As I'm a co-founder of the Ukrainian Science Diaspora, and I'm in connections with different scientists that they are originally from Ukraine and from different fields. And, we made Ukrainians, and Ukrainian research and higher education system made a great lab, let's say, in international collaboration development, because those Ukrainian scientists, they are, let's say, academic ambassadors of Ukraine. So that's important for Ukraine now. That's important for researchers particular, because you, in such a way, through the mechanism of international collaboration, you go out from, let's say, which usually academics are blamed in, from our academic bubbles. So, and that's important. And of course, so it's really interesting to see how different people do different things and implement different projects, how they work. And it's also interesting to share your experience, and probably sometimes your experience is really unique. So therefore, international collaboration is really important. And what I would also recommend, if you know only one language, please learn more languages, because in such a way you will extend your impact as a researcher. Because research for research is one thing, but research with an impact and for, let's say, well-being of the world, of people, that's the most important probably.